Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. I hope that you are doing well, and I really do hope that you are enjoying the Wake Up Wednesdays so far. Now today's Wake Up Wednesday is something super simple, and I really do hope and pray that it is something that really gets to you, because I've been sitting on this and I've been thinking about this for a little while and thinking about how I'm going to word it, how I'm going to phrase it, and all of that good stuff. But I was just like, do you know what, I'm just gonna speak and I'm just gonna let God kind of, you know, lead me and to kind of take it wherever he wants to take it. So today's Wake Up Wednesday is pretty simple. Pick up a book. Now what do I mean by that? A lot of us are sitting here and we have loads of ideas, loads of things that we want to do, loads of goals, loads of aspirations, you know, plans that we have, businesses that we want to start, all these different things. It's great. Nobody's saying that there's anything wrong with having an idea. In fact, that's amazing. Having something that you want to do outside of just the routine of life, going to sleep, waking up, going to work, coming home, and repeating the same process over and over again. Outside of that, that is amazing that you have something that you want to do. But then there's a problem. There's a gap, there's a void in education. Now you guys know that I talk about education so much because I am actually very passionate about education and the value of education. And I always say that there's a difference between education and schooling. Whereas schooling, on one hand, you go to school, you learn what you learn, and essentially they train you up to be an employee, to go out into the world and to go into the workplace and to do that until you're like 65 or whatever it is. And then yeah, they just expect you to fall into that routine that I spoke about. Education is something that never ever stops. Education is something that we should be looking to attain to, regardless of what you're doing, what industry you're in, whatever you want to do. If you want to be the best at what you are doing, you have to be educated. If you want to be at the top of what you are doing, you must be educated. It's one thing going to school and studying the subject that you want to do, then it's another thing going out of your way to educate yourself about certain things that you might not have learnt in a classroom. So if, for example, you know that you are into music and you want to become an artist, a lot of people will think, why the hell do I need to read a book? All I need to do is go into the studio and sing or whatever it is. There is still value, so much value, in going out of your way and saying, do you know what, I'm going to educate myself about the music industry. I'm going to educate myself about how the business aspects works, because this is not just me singing. This is not just me going into a studio and doing what I have to do. No, this is me knowing that in the future I want to have my own record label. I want to have my own you know, be in the industry in a point where I can hire other people and I can help young people, or I can, you know, run workshops or seminars, or I can do this and I can do that. That should be where your mind is at. You shouldn't just see yourself as, I am just a. You're not just a anything. You are not just a lawyer. You are not just a doctor. You are not just an artist. You are not just a presenter. You are not just a YouTuber. Educate yourself, push yourself, like I've said in previous videos, out of your comfort zone. Pick up a book. And by me saying that, that's just, you know, a very basic way of looking at it. But nowadays we live in the 21st century. You don't even necessarily need to pick up a physical book anymore. But that's just kind of to symbolize that go out of your way to teach yourself something new. There's audiobooks, there's YouTube videos, there's so many ways of educating yourself and going beyond just what you are given at face value. The other reason that I wanted to talk about this particular topic and about picking up a book, going out of your way to educate yourself, is also because we need to understand that we live in a society right now where, I'm going to speak about this in another video. I put out a tweet saying that I really want to, you know, speak about kind of like the political climate that we're in this country, and about Grenfell Tower and about the police and all these different things. And I'm definitely going to do it because the response from you guys was unanimous. You guys were like, yes, definitely do a video on it. So that's going to be a whole nother video. But I've been thinking about those things a lot and where we are at as a country. At the end of the day, our leaders are no longer leading us. They're not, because to be a leader is to serve. That's what it is. That's how I define being a leader. Being a leader is not somebody that sits in power and that does things for selfish reasons. They do it because they love their country, and they do it because they love their people. They are there to do a job to serve the people. It is not about them. But it seems like along the line, sadly enough, our leaders don't even know how to lead anymore. The leaders of the two main, you know, countries in the world that have kind of like, you know, are supposed to be known as the dominant countries, whatever, but the US and the UK. They have forgotten what it is to be true leaders, to actually be concerned about the people that are living in that country. Obviously, we don't know all the back end stuff that goes on. I don't know about all the, you know, back end deals that they do and all the things that they have to go through behind the scenes. I don't know that. But from what we do see is that they're relying on the fact that people are not educated enough or don't feel empowered enough through education for them to do what they want. And that's the time that we're in right now. That's the space that we're in. And that's why I was so like, I have to speak about this. It is up to you as an individual to educate yourself. Otherwise, you will go through life and you'll be ripped off. You will not understand the fullness of your greatness. You will not understand your value, the true value that you have, if you do not decide to step outside of the box that you have set yourself of your daily life. And you educate yourself, you read more, you do more research, even if it's not even connected to what you are necessarily interested in. Just reading more. For example, with myself, I love reading and listening, especially on YouTube. YouTube, I think, is just the best thing ever. There's actually no excuse for us to not educate ourselves because we have access to it so easily and so readily. But things like YouTube, watching, whether it be sermons or, you know, watching whether it be motivational videos, or watching, you know, whether it be people telling their stories of how they got through entrepreneurship and got into different industries, all of that is educating me so that I can start preparing myself for what I'm trying to go towards. You guys always hear when I talk about, you know, I want to build an empire, I want to build this, I want to help that, I want to do this. But if I don't go out of my way to educate myself, to truly go out there and look for the books that I need to read and look for the information that I need to have and go out of the way to truly develop my skills and to develop the type of person that I am and to develop my knowledge, how on earth do I expect to get to that level of greatness? I shouldn't even expect it because I'm too busy wishing for something that I don't want to work for. So that's basically all I wanted to say today. Just pick up a book, educate yourself, go out of your way to learn more, even if it's not directly connected to the industry that you're in, because you'll be so surprised at how much you could learn just from reading books about other things. You could learn so much about yourself, about even the industry that you're in, even though it's not connected. But it is so important to go out of your way to educate yourself, to pick up a book, to listen to audiobooks, to read up on stuff, to read up about your history, to read up about, you know, things that have happened. Don't just take things for face value, especially when it comes to things like politics, etc. Listen to me. I have to make this so clear. 99.9% of what we read in the newspapers or what we read, you know, or what we're taught in school is only a tiny fraction of the truth, sometimes even lies. But if you sit there and just absorb and constantly absorb what you are being told without you going out of your way to educate yourself, you will continue to walk blind and ignorant. You will never reach that place of greatness that you truly deserve to be at. So pick up a book, read, go out of your way to educate yourself. It's really important, not only for your development, but also for the things that you want to do in the future. And I have this quote that's just come into my head right now, but the decisions that you make today will affect who you become tomorrow. Make decisions to learn more, to educate yourself, to push yourself. So that was the end of this week's Wake Up Wednesday. I hope that you enjoyed it. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and click on that bell button so that you're notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you guys again soon. Stay beautiful. It's important, guys. It's very important to educate yourself, okay? If you know that you want to be a footballer, educate yourself in terms of the finance, because God forbid if you break your leg, you broke up your leg and you can't play football no more, you can then go and own the club or own 2 clubs or own 3 clubs. But if you just limit it to your talent, you're limiting yourself. So yeah, bye.
I'm looking in the mirror at another man. Is this shit what you want? Is this shit what you planned?